Two coins are tossed. Find all the possible outcomes, namely head, head, head and tail, and so on. To do this, I'm going to do a tree diagram. And I'm going to do a tree diagram over here. For the first toss, so the first toss, it's going to be either heads or tails. And the chance of getting a head, because they are equal probable, is 0.5 and 0.5 for having a tail. This will be for my first coin toss. For my second one, it's going to be then either heads or tails. So either heads or tails, heads or tails. Again, this is 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, and 0.5. So my sample space will be, it will be, and I'm just working back, head, head. So it will be a head and a head and a tail and a head, a tail and a tail. So that will be the different outcomes. To get each one of those, what we do is we say you have 1 in 2 chance to get a head, and then another 1 in 2. So to get both of them is a half times a half, and so it is 0.5 times 0.5, and that gives us 0.25. 0.5, so we can see all of them is going to be the same. That's going to give us 0.25. 0.5 times 0.5 is 0.25. 0.5 times 0.5 equals 0.25. Altogether, all the outcomes need to add up to 1. So if I add up all of this, it still needs to get to 1. Now they're going to say find the probability of no heads turning up. Okay, if there's no heads turning up, we can look, there's head, there's a head, there's a head, there's no heads. So the only time it can happen is if there's 2 tails. Right, so the probability of getting 2 tails equals 0.25. That's 1. For 2, they say exactly 1 head turning up. So the probability of getting only 1 head, so there's 2 heads, so that doesn't count. There's 1 head, there's 1 head, there's no heads, so it's these 2. Because they're mutually exclusive, we just add the 2 probabilities. So that's the probability of having head tails plus the probability of having tails heads. So it's 0.25 plus 0.25, and that gives us a 0.5 chance. So there's half a chance of getting that, 50%. For number 3, they say probability of getting at least 1 head. To do that, it now includes something that we've left out. This one does include at least, because there's 2 heads, it does cover at least 1. So at least 1 is 1 or more. So it's this one, and this one. So you can either go 0.25 plus 0.25 plus 0.25 to give us 0.75, or you could say it's everything excluding this, right? So it is not 2 tails, and therefore it is 1 take away 0.25, which gives you the same answer. For the last question, exactly 2 heads, and that one is straightforward. The only one that have exactly 2 heads is our one over there. So the probability of getting 2 heads equals 0.25.